Good morning, YouTube. What is up? My name is Skylar. Welcome to my channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm currently traveling the Philippines solo female backpacker. I've been here almost 30 days, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe how quickly the time went. And I just wanted to make a video really quick for you guys about everything I wish I knew before coming to the Philippines. All right, because I have a list. I've been asking other travelers the same thing. I've written everything down on my iPhone. So again, this is mostly advice for people who are backpacking, who are more travelers. I travel, I don't go on vacation. So I just want to make that really, really clear. So if you're like, I'm looking to go on vacation, okay, this video maybe is for you, but definitely if you're a traveler, let's do the advice. Okay, so starting out strong, the number one thing that I wish I knew about the Philippines was that you have to plan ahead, okay? Which makes it incredibly difficult for travelers because the nature of a traveler is to be this sort of nomad with no plans and sort of no end in sight. At least that's how I like to travel, but it's almost impossible in the Philippines. Why? One of the reasons is you only get 30 days, okay? You can extend, and it is quite easy to extend. You just have to be in a major city, but things get booked up fast. And one thing, like, you're gonna island hop here, you're gonna take ferries, you're gonna take boats, and the price will increase significantly if you do not plan ahead. It was my biggest frustration here. So the biggest thing I would recommend if you are planning to backpack Southeast Asia, it is to either start in the Philippines or end with the Philippines, because it's going to be the most expensive country in Southeast Asia, hands down. It just is. Like, I knew kind of coming into it, this is why I started in the Philippines, because I knew it was going to be more expensive. But this is just something to think about. You have to plan ahead with hostels. They get booked up really quickly. Like, even the mid-range ones, they get booked up quick. With flights, you're going to go from island to island unless you really have literally no plan other than to stay in one spot, which is not going to happen. And I got most of my tickets super cheap, 30 to 40 USD. But if you plan like day before, even week before, it's double the price. Ferries are going to be another expensive thing, but you have to take them. There really is no other option. So this is the number one thing. Like, you have to plan ahead. It is expensive. I started here. I knew it was going to be expensive. I did spend a little bit over my budget, but not too much. But you can really spend money here. If you want to spend money here, trust me, you can. So just keep that in mind. Like, the accommodation, I've been told, is like almost 2 or 3 times something like Vietnam, Laos, Thailand. And again, this country is all islands. So you have to move. You have to take a ferry or you have to take a plane. So that brings me to my second point, which is packing. Pack really light. I just have my backpack here. I left my big bag at the hostel in the capital because I knew, like, you don't need much when you start to go to the islands. A bikini. I brought a bikini. I brought like one kind of shirt, like a t-shirt to cover my shoulders. I have these like wind pants, they're super light. They have pockets because just to keep the sun away. And then I have one like long sleeved. But basically you're in a bikini the entire time. Okay. That's the beautiful thing about the Philippines. The beaches here are unreal, chef's kiss, some of those beautiful beaches I've ever seen in the world, but you don't need much. In a lot of the hostels, they give you towels, which is something, maybe I'm not used to it, but a lot of the hostels are gonna give you towels, so, but always, of course, have the traveler's towel, so pack less. And this will save you money, because when you are going to flying, you don't want to check a bag. Again, it can almost double the price. I believe that it has to be less than 7 or 15 kilos. I don't remember what it is in order for you to not check it and count it as a carry-on. But just keep that in mind. One of the best things I did was just to bring a backpack. And I met so many travelers that had their huge bag full of stuff. They were like, why did I even bring this? It's pointless. Oh, what happened? Okay. The next thing is gonna be food prices. If you want to spend money, like I said, you can. You can be buying a meal or a dinner, lunch, whatever, for anywhere from 300 to 400 pesos here. I pride myself in the fact that I can find local cheap food. I have a stomach made of, I don't know, so strong. I usually, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. I don't really get traveler's tummy. I don't really get sick, so I can eat street food. But if you're nervous about it, if you're scared about it, yeah, you can be spending money on food here. Try to eat local, try to find where the locals eat. This is gonna be your best food. This is gonna be the most cost-efficient food. But again, just adding to it, like I would consider the Philippines more of a vacation spot than a backpacker spot for that reason. Just compared to the rest of Southeast Asia from what I've heard. So keep that in mind. The food can really start to add up here. Let's see, what else? Oh, this is for me and me only. Don't get bit by animals. Don't do it. Okay, stay away from monkeys. If you're in Port Barton, stay away from Barbara. You'll see her tied up to a tree. And stay away from the dogs. Don't let the dogs touch you. Don't let them lick you. Even if you have a little bit of scratch, rabies is transmitted by saliva, so just stay away from the animals. And again, I had to, after I got bit, I had to then start to plan my trip around hospitals and where I could get the rabies vaccine, which was kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So the climate, it's hot here, okay? It's hot and it's humid. But the climate from Palawan compared to the east side, of the country is different. The east side has more rain, so bring a rain poncho. In Siargao, it rained every day, almost every single day. In Palawan, I had 1 day of rain. So just keep that in mind to bring like a little thin rain poncho and to understand the difference in these, like they're opposite sides of the country, so just keep that in mind. Let's talk about hostels. Again, the accommodation is more expensive here. I mean, you can find cheap hostels, but I stayed in one and it was horrible. I usually try to stay in hostels that are small and a little bit more intimate. If they say party hostel, if they're a mad monkey, like I'm staying far away, that's just not my purpose of traveling to party. I mean, I make a party, whatever, like, but if they're like, welcome drink offered, I'm like, this is probably not for me. Like, I'm sort of past that point in my life. So most of the hostels, again, they give you towels, which is really nice. Most of them don't have warm water, but it's so hot here, like I didn't really need a hot shower. I mean, you can find them, but just keep that in mind. And the most important thing is a lot of them don't have kitchens. I only really found 2 that had kitchens that I stayed in. I know you can find them, but they're kind of few and far between. So again, that's how you start to add to the expenses of the Philippines, is that you have to eat out all the time. So yeah, I use Bookings. I have a whole video about the apps I use to travel, and there's also a lot of homestays here, but I've been finding most of my stuff on Bookings. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is one thing I wish I brought. Actually, you guys are balanced on it. I wish I brought a water bottle. I did end up buying one here in Cebu, but you're gonna find filtered water everywhere, and it's just better for the environment. I'm really happy I got one. Mine is small, you can just refill it all the time. I mean, it's just so bad for the environment to buy plastic water bottles every single day. So this is something I wish I would have brought. I wish I would have known to bring. Okay, let's talk about the ATMs. The ATMs are gonna let you only take out 10,000 pesos at a time. So take the full amount, and a lot of them here ask you if you want to do their, what's it called? Their conversions. Don't do it, never do it, never do an ATM conversion. So yeah, cash is everything here. Cash is king. The major cities are gonna take your credit card, but everything is cash. So make sure you have some on you at all time. I always carry, like I always have cash, and then I always have a little bit of USD. Like if I get in a pinch, most people will take USD. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so when you're taking ferries, there's always gonna be like a port fee. So always, again, make sure you have cash when you go to the ferries. Sometimes you have to pay too. They're not much, like 10 to 30 pesos. But just keep that in mind when you're going to take the ferries, that you have to have small change for that. Oh, this is something, if you're an American, you don't need an adapter. Yeah, everything plugs in. No problem there. The Wi-Fi, I've had really good Wi-Fi. I've had Wi-Fi thanks to Elon Musk and Starlink. People are getting Wi-Fi here quite well. So yeah, that's not a problem. And the SIM cards work pretty much everywhere. So, oh, this brings me to English. English is spoken everywhere here. Everyone knows English. The signs are in English. The menus are in English. So if you are worried about how you're going to communicate with people, it's fine. It's English. I prefer to actually not travel with a SIM card. I really like the idea of like problem solving, talking to people, getting that experience. So I have been talking to so many locals. If I don't have to use a SIM card, if I don't have to use this for my answers, and I can actually speak to somebody, this is a beautiful thing for me. So my advice is to try to speak to as many people as you can. Speak to the locals, ask them questions. They know better than freaking AI, okay? Use your social skills. Toilet paper. Guys, always bring toilet paper with you. There's not a lot of toilet paper here. I mean, they have it, but if you're at a restaurant, if you are in a pinch, I always carry a roll with me, always. This is for the ladies' tampons. I found them, but they were really expensive, so bring them with you. Again, you're gonna be on a beach most of the time in a bikini. It was hard for me. Like, it wasn't hard to find them, but they were expensive. So bring tampons. I think that's like, oh, the visa's 30 days. You can't extend. I'm not extending, but I've been told it's really easy. You just have to be in a major city. So most countries get 30 days. What is there to do in the Philippines? A lot of it is tours. Again, like, this place is, if you have the budget and you are like looking to go on a vacation, I would say go to the Philippines immediately. It is, in my opinion, more of a vacation spot than a traveler spot, just from everything I've listed below, especially with the planning ahead, especially with the prices, especially with what there is to do. A lot of the Philippines is like taking a tour, getting on a boat, because you can't see these islands without going on these tours. So just be aware of that. I took one. In my opinion, if you take like 1 or 2 in Palawan, you've taken them all. So just keep that in mind. A lot of tours, a lot of diving, a lot of snorkeling, and of course surfing, which I love. So depending on what you want to do, like if you are super into the tours, you really like this kind of stuff, you want to dive, stay in Palawan. The best diving is Coron and El Nido. Really good snorkeling, lots of trips. There's a 3-day voyage from El Nido to Coron and vice versa, which I didn't do, but a lot of people did it, and it was highly recommended to me. So do that for sure, and you can go to all the different islands. But again, without a tour, it's hard to see some of the most beautiful places in this country. So yeah, lots of tours. Lots of tours. Okay, let's talk about some prices of things. Red Horse, never pay more than 100 pesos. Or San Miguel. Cigarettes, Marlboros are gonna be about 200. Yeah, oh, that brings me to bartering. Barter with everybody. Barter with the drivers, barter with the tour people, barter, baby. This is what I would suggest. I love it. I love the art of it. I will fight someone for like 10 cents. Like, even though I don't care about the money, like at some point it just becomes like me wanting to not fight, but like barter. Yeah, I love it. So make sure you do it and have fun with it. Have fun with it. And I think that's it. Oh, is the Philippines safe? This is the question on every American's mind. I don't know. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Every American, you are traveling to a new country is not like, you're not gonna be in Taken, okay? You've not immediately entered the set or the plot of Taken, all right? Calm down. It's so sad. I found the Philippines incredibly safe, all right? Obviously, I'm taking precautions. I'm a female solo traveler. It's not like I'm doing all these crazy things. I never felt endangered. I never felt anything. I felt very safe here. It's great. I love the people, the hospitality, the people, like they're gonna give you everything off their back. Oh, wait, a plane. They would give you like the t-shirt off their back when they have nothing. The people here, the hospitality, the food, like it was amazing. I'm so happy for everyone I met here. I met so many great friends. I met so many local people. I had such a wonderful month. I'm very, very sad to leave. And I think I kind of have plans to come back, like not relatively soon, but for next surf season. So let's see. Now that I can't do aerial, I need something to keep me active. And I'm like somebody that's I find something, I latch to it, this is it. And for me, it's been surfing. I fall in love with the ocean. So yeah, guys, come to the Philippines, come to visit. If you're looking for a really beautiful way to vacation, come here, because the beaches are unreal. It is some of the most beautiful water I've ever seen. If you're an ocean girly, if you are like connected to the sea or feel like a really strong connection to the ocean like I do, this is definitely a country for you. Again, be prepared to spend a little bit more money. Be prepared for this to be the most expensive country in Southeast Asia. Be prepared to have to plan ahead. Definitely to have to plan ahead. I would say, like, don't spend time in the cities. Try to find hostels, homestays outside. Like, I stayed an hour outside of Coron. I stayed an hour outside of El Nido. I stayed outside of Greater Luna because the cities don't have much. Like, I think the most beautiful places are a little bit more. Oh, this is something that it never happened to me, but something to think about. Flights get canceled and delayed a lot here because of the weather, because they're like 30-minute flights and they're small planes. So yeah, that can happen. That can happen, definitely. So keep that in mind. I think that's it, guys. I've had an amazing month here. It is so beautiful. The journey that I've taken in this last month has been crazy, and I think everybody I met along the way, it was a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm sad to leave this place. It definitely has a very special place in my heart, and I'm really happy I got to start my journeys here. I have 6 months at least of traveling, so month 1 I guess is down, which is crazy. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, guys, I recommend this for vacation. A little bit hard for backpackers. Make sure you check all my videos. You can see all my vlogs, and definitely check out the apps that you need. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm getting ready here to go to the airport now. I need to get back, get my bag, and keep on traveling. I hope that I encouraged at least one person to travel. This is my goal in life. Make sure to follow me on all my social media, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.